Hey guys, what's going on? Al with Al's Lawn Care here. No videos lately just because there's not much going on in the business. Uh, just a little update. I'm getting all my tax stuff ready to do taxes. I haven't taken it to the tax lady yet. Um, I do my own taxes, but since I'm starting this business thing and I really don't know anything too complicated about the business side of things as far as taxes go, decided I'm going to take it to someone who knows what they're doing. I don't want to get into trouble with the government, especially not in my first year out. Um, I'll put an end to the business before it even starts. But just compiling all of my receipts, all of the expenses from the year. You think there's going to be a lot, but boy, there was a lot this year, and most of it was just one-time expenses. Like the big purchase was that Kubota. Um, that's a big expense right there. But this next year we won't have that expense. At least I hope not, unless something terrible happens and the Kubota goes back to being the Kubota. Right now, it's still working good. I started it up the other day. It's still running fine. I didn't actually use it because there's been about 9 inches of snow on the ground for the last little while. But anyways, the reason I'm making this video today is because of Home Advisor. Um, I had decided at the beginning of the business that I'm not going to do that, just because I've heard such bad things about them from other people on YouTube. The main thing that I heard that really just made me say no, I don't want to get in with that, was the one guy said, you pay in for these leads or whatever, and he said they would give him leads that they're giving out to a whole bunch of people. It's not your unique lead, and sometimes they would give him leads to jobs that had already been filled. Like they didn't, they didn't need work done anymore because the job was already done. Not only had the lead been filled and sent out and they'd already gotten a bid, the job was done and the job didn't exist anymore. But anyways, Home Advisor has been calling me like nonstop ever since I listed my business on Google. And I've asked them on multiple occasions to stop calling, and they keep on keeping on, just constantly calling every little bit. And it's gotten to the point, well, during this winter time, I can identify their number. It's usually coming from one place. It's different numbers each time, but it has the same area code, so I can tell usually that it's them calling, and so I don't have to deal with them. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems real shady. I got a call again today, and the lady said, well, first she had left me a message and said, "Hey, this is Amy. I'm looking for some work to be done. If you could give me a call back, that would be great." So I didn't catch that it was a Home Advisor call. Just didn't pay close enough attention to the number, because they usually don't leave you messages, or at least they haven't for a while. They had once before, but anyways, so I call her back, and then she like goes on for a little bit, like, "Hey, I have this work that needs done. Do you still do like residential work or commercial work?" I can't remember which one she was asking about. And I said, "Yeah, I'll do that for you." And what are we looking at here? And she's like, "Oh, well, I've got several properties in your area that I need done." And then I realized, oh, this is probably Home Advisor. But I asked her who she works for, and she kind of gave me a runaround, like, "Oh, I work for this this company that manages properties or whatever." And I'm like, "You work for Home Advisor, don't you?" And she said, "Yeah, I do." I said, "Yeah, I'm not interested in your service." "Well, why? Why aren't you interested?" I'm like, "I'm just not interested. No thanks." And then she kept on keeping on, as salespeople do. I mean, it's their job, they've got to. I understand that. But she was like really insistent and annoyed at me for not being interested in the service. So I finally just had to hang up on her. But anyways, I'm just curious, do any of you guys actually use Home Advisor? And like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, do you have good success with it? Is it something that you enjoy? For me, it's still not something that I'm going to look into, because at this point in time, I really cannot afford to be sinking money into something that is kind of iffy on whether or not it will actually work. I know that my own advertising works, because I've done it and I got results. So I'm going to sink my money into the stuff that I know will get results, rather than this chancy thing that some people just really have bad views on. But I've also heard people saying it's a good thing too. So anyways, let me know what you guys think, and yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Perfect.